All right. Steve Walters. Hi, Steve. Says, any thoughts on using a mismatched vest and jacket? What in Saxon wear might be the odd waistcoat? Different colors or maybe materials or patterns. So what about mixing up your jacket and your vest?
Yeah. Color, fine. Patterns, materials, that's the gray area to black area. So if it is, if I have a green tweed and I have a blue, a green, let's say, not herringbone, just a regular green tweed, and I have a blue non-herringbone tweed, and I want to mix and match those, as long as the colors, complement each other and don't look too odd, sure, have at it. I'd say minimal pattern mixing, like a plain weave tweed versus a herringbone tweed. It's okay. It's it could still work. If you're mixing like a cotton material, plain weave cotton material, or a duck or a canvas versus a tweed, it starts to look a little odd.
Yeah.
If it's a silk vest with a tweed jacket, I don't know. If it's a pattern, silk, like a paisley silk vest with a green tweed jacket, nope, that's it. That's a hard pass for me. Wearing with a kilt?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
Eric doesn't know about that.
I'm just stuck.
So I'd say there's kind of a sliding scale. I would take it more on a case-by-case basis, how it looks together with the shirt, with the jacket that you're wearing on the outside, and with the kilt itself. How well does it all work?
Yep. Yeah.
If it's a black Argyle jacket and a silk vest, maybe it's okay, but yeah. Eric.
Basically what he said. I mean, I think you have to proceed with caution.
I don't know about that. Sorry.
I don't know about that either. Thanks for watching. No, like different color tones of tweeds, sure. A tartan waistcoat that's the same tartan as your kilt, but you're wearing a black or a tweed jacket, that's traditional.
That could work, yeah.
Fine. People do that all the time. Well, we're used to. Mixing different kinds of fabric, that gets very weird. Mixing different patterns. Like imagining like a window pane tweed and then a vest that's, I don't know, something
paisley,
else, checky or something. It's just, I don't know. The bolder, the more risky it is. That's basically what it comes down to. And I think certain fabrics don't play well together. Like, are they going to stick together or ride weird when they rub against each other? I'd be concerned about that too.
That's a fair point.
So we intentionally did we did a photo shoot a few years ago with Adam, who used to work here, where he intentionally matched some different tweed colors in the outfit to see what would work. And we're using Isle of Skye as the tartan. And yeah, we came up with a combination that looked decent. But you got to proceed with caution, especially if you're going to be spending money on this stuff. I know those who do this when they're putting together an outfit, they'll get the swatches first. And you're not dealing with different materials. You're not dealing with prints or anything. I'm basically limiting this just to playing with different tweeds. That's all I'm talking about. And I think in that area, you can do some stuff. Or, again, a tartan waistcoat on the bias can be good. I would not mix tartans. There's that again. I'm a little bit curious about the idea of the paisley, because I think if it was a subtle paisley, it's definitely pushing the envelope, but
it's pushing me off a cliff is what
I'm actually okay with a paisley tie. I'll always be okay with a paisley tie with tartan, because it's just that pop. But Mac is dying to get a word in here.
So I'm now picturing Eric coming in with a paisley tie, a fine checked shirt.
Got that.
A Fair Isle knit sweater vest.
Have to buy that.
So
and a jacket in this tweed pattern here with the window pane.
Just all in, push all the chips forward.
Yes, I will be waiting around the corner from his desk with a baseball bat to just take him out and put him out of his misery.
Challenge accepted.
No, but
just for the photograph.
All right, so going back to the tartan vest.
You can't include Fair Isle sweaters in this, though. They are traditional. They're one of those things where they're like blue jeans. It's like you can just wear
Do
them.
it. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You don't worry about it at all with that. In fact, I would argue a sweater vest of any kind, it's a lot more forgiving because it's just its own thing.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that. Now I'm going back to the tartan vest, and I'm trying to picture in my head a tartan vest with a black argyle, great. With with the Highland green tweed or something for a modern tartan, great. And then I'm looking at your vest like, oh, if there was a window pane jacket with a tartan vest, I don't think I could do it. I don't, as much as I love Tattersall shirts and I love window pane like check kind of tweeds, I don't think I could do a tartan vest with a window pane tweed.
do not attempt to adjust your Highland wear.
Oh.
We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical.
With a bias, yeah. No, so
We have an unfair bias against mixing patterns.
it's fair biased. It's not unfair at all.
Okay.
Now it's the pattern thing you got to be reasonably careful on, especially the paisley, especially anything paisley is Scottish, but especially things that are just outside of it. I almost think of it as like it's too much. No single part of the outfit stands out as like this is the cool part, and then the other parts all complement it. It's like this and this and this and this. It's just too many things. Your eye doesn't have anywhere to rest. So
yeah, I mean, with the patterns especially, I mean, forgetting about the kilts completely for a minute, just mixing different kinds of material. Let's say that even the colors, tone, everything, but you have like a tweed jacket, but a Barathea vest. That can just look odd. I don't know. It's just, I'm not saying, I don't want to say you should never do it because I hate to stifle that creativity like that completely, but it's definitely risky territory. I mean, the rule of thumb that we usually go back to is that with Highland dress, the focus of attention is supposed to be the tartan. It's supposed to be the kilt. Everything else ideally supports that or takes a complete backseat to it and is just neutral because it's all about the tartan. And then the sporran as a decoration on top of the tartan. So once you start playing around with this other stuff that could be a distraction, then that's where you're getting into weirdness.
yeah,
That's getting into risk.
I would almost liken it to like a movie with like 4 leading men. There's a reason it's not really done. It's too much going on, too many things to follow.
Well, the market's just not ready for that anyway.
Indeed. So you need a single thing and a supporting cast to make it work right. So that's my take on
Supporting
it.
cast. I like that.
Yes, indeed.
Cool.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us. Obviously, we all have slightly different opinions on how much is too much. Just remember that simplicity is usually your best friend. If you come up with a really creative idea for an outfit which involves mixing and matching, tell us in the comments. Share a picture. I'd love to see it. But remember, always check your look before you leave the house.